Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back. My name is Alex and today we're going to be talking about the current state of the Clawblade. Now, do I actually think the Clawblade is trash? Do I think it's really bad at the moment? I do not. I actually think that the Clawblade is pretty decent at the moment. But the big thing about the weapon right now is that it just doesn't really feel good to play. And I would argue that's probably a little bit more important. Now, over the last little bit, the Clawblade has been adjusted twice, and that is usually not a good sign when a weapon is just getting tweaked over and over. That means that there's no clear vision and goal for the weapon. I thought the Clawblade was in a good spot before, although I do see why they maybe tweaked it, but at the same time, I don't see how they would tweak the Clawblade and not tweak something like the Karakuri staff or the maul, because although the Clawblade was powerful and it did allow you to, kind of take turns away from the Kemono and engage at spots where most weapons wouldn't be able to. All the weapons in the game are actually pretty powerful. They all have some type of gimmick that make them, stand out from the other weapons. And one of the things that made the Clawblade stand out was the ability to be evasive and also engage at moments where other weapons could not. Now, what exactly did they change with the Clawblade? In the initial patch with the Murakumo update, they decreased the power of the normal attacks. They also made it to where whenever you would attack with your claw attached, you would actually lose claw meter. So that was a pretty drastic change in itself. But then they also gave us the ability to actually combo while the claw was stuck in the Kemono. So that was a nice change. But what we had to give up to get those combos was not worth it in my opinion, because they reduced the damage of the normal attacks when the Clawblade is, attached to the Kemono. Meaning all those attacks where you're building up meter, all those attacks are going to be hitting way less damage, and also it's going to take more hits to actually activate the super mode. I don't know what it's called, reinforced mode I believe, which is when you get enough hits on the Kemono you start to glow, and that pretty much signals that you're ready to do the super slash attack. Now, at that point I wasn't entirely sure how to play the Clawblade after that. Like, I tried some things, I tried some different builds, and I actually had a solid build down, but it was so particular and so much of a headache to actually use. I was like, yo, this works, but it is so awkward to use. And I was like, cool, whatever, I'll make a guide. I was just about to release it, and they came out saying that they were actually going to tweak the Clawblade again. So immediately after I saw that, I was like, okay, this may be bad. Either they're going to make it way too powerful or they're going to make it way too weak. And I do think that they kind of lean more towards the weak side, because with the new update, with the recent patch, they actually reverted the change of losing the gauge when you're attacking with the Clawblade, stuck in the Kemono. So that was a big plus. And on top of that, they actually nerfed the damage of the big slash attack, meaning like the Phoenix dive attack. They nerfed the damage of that, and that in combination with the normal attacks doing less damage, that was absolutely the worst thing that they could have done to the Clawblade. Imagine nerfing the damage of the mountain felling blade on the Karakuri staff, or nerfing the damage on the third hit of the big maul smash, or even like the fully charged Nodachi, attack. Those are the things that you're working up for, while you're in combat. You're building up the meter to unleash those attacks. Those should be the hardest hitting attacks in your arsenal. Now, yes, it is the hardest hitting attack on the Clawblade, but the bigger question is, why go through all of that trouble to potentially get knocked out of that attack, or even potentially land it when it just does, so little damage? Now, the big thing that kind of upset me the most is that they kind of inadvertently just kind of nerfed all human path Clawblade builds, because now you have to activate things like Hunter's Hunger, Turbulence Fury, and it just makes everything so, kind of like chaotic and janky. Like, it doesn't mesh well. Like the flow of combat is just so abrupt. Now, if you're going Kemono path, it's probably not that bad, because you can still activate things like once-prosperous Fury and Desperation without having to actually disengage in combat and actually activate those perks. So with Kemono path, you're probably still good. But if you're like myself and you enjoy playing the human path, just know that you kind of got nerfed a little bit, and you kind of have to play the Clawblade a little bit differently. Now, I don't exactly know why they decided to actually adjust the Clawblade. Now, I do know that they also adjusted the bow, but I don't play bow, so I don't know what they exactly changed. With the Clawblade, it seems like they were not a fan of the more evasive style, staying inside of the air with the glider, attaching the claw, and then going in for damage. I can understand it. They want you to actually engage with the monster, but all they really had to do was decrease the amount of gauge you got when you attach from the glider, or just made it to where you actually had to build into that spec, meaning you had to actually take, you know, different skills on your weapon if you want to actually use that playstyle. I think this is one of those situations where they just thought way too much into the you know, like the potential problem, and just completely overlooked the most simplest change they could have implemented to you know, get the same goal pretty much. Now I've got well over 400 hunts on the actual Clawblade, and I will say I will probably not be playing this weapon as much as I used to. Like, it is still good. I'm actually going to jump into a hunt right here and show you guys the new Clawblade in action, but dude, it's just not as satisfying. It's not as fun to play. It kind of makes you pay attention too much. There's too many things you got to manage. You got to manage like Turbulence Fury. You got to manage your Hunter's Hunger if you're on a human path. You got to manage your meter. You got to dodge the Kemono. You got to manage all of these things, but the payoff is just not big enough. We need more damage on the final slash attack. Maybe even nerf the damage of the normal attacks even more than they did right now, but at the same time buff the damage of the final slash attack by like 5 times, dude. Just make that attack do way more damage. Make it feel more satisfying to actually build up to that attack and actually land it. You know, make it, I don't know, man, just make it more satisfying. But that's just a random idea I literally just thought about. I don't know how much sense it would actually make inside the game, but you know, it is what it is. So we're actually going to jump to a hunt. I'm going to fight something deep volatile, and then I shall see you guys in like 2 seconds, man. Show you guys this thing in action. Alright, so we're here. We're going to be taking on a Laharback, mainly because I still need some Infernal Blow talismans. And also, this guy is super annoying. He was one of those fights that you would I actually enjoyed with the Clawblade, because it allowed you to kind of take turns away from him. You know, with other weapons you wouldn't be able to actually attack, but with the Clawblade it just gave you so much freedom in some of these fights. And I don't know if that's why they actually you know, nerfed it or what, but this guy right here is an absolute menace. Now if you don't know how to actually combo with the Clawblade anymore, it's super easy now. You pretty much just you hold down on the stick and you keep hitting the X button or your light attack, and you'll pretty much just combo non-stop until you get your glow. That's gonna hit me. Oh, we got lucky. Then you pretty much the same old. Now this guy is he's being super aggro right now. What is going on? All right. Holy. All right, we got a part break. That's actually not good. Bro, he is being absolute madman right now, dude. So while you're not doing no damage, it's just not as satisfying, dude. Just spamming one button. Alright. Maybe we can get this. Where's he going? Dude. Okay, that's just, yo, he is being absolutely insane right now, dude. Here, stop moving, dude. That's bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Oh, he dodged that. Bro, where? Don't you throw that at me. Oh my god. I'm getting trolled so hard right now, dude. I'm dead. Now, this is normally where you would just take to the sky. But it's like, it's really not. Dude. Okay, he just doesn't want me to get going. So that was 1,000 damage right there. Now I actually don't have Turbulence Fury, so I don't need to actually build up my meter that much. So this right here, that was just me hitting one button. Just holding down, hitting one button. So they made it easier in a way but they also just nerfed the damage too much, dude. Alright, so we're gonna actually finish this. Boom. Boom. They trolled me a little bit in the first half, but now we getting them pretty good. Like I said, like it's not bad. Like it's just so different. Look. Oh, we might die right here. I can't see what I'm doing. What is happening? Camera, please. Oh my god, dude, I can't see. Oh shit. Hey, no, don't you do nothing to me. No. Yeah, the ice is pretty nice. It slows down everything he does. Pretty dope. Yeah, what is that noise? There's something beeping. What is that? Oh, it's my monitor. So as you can see, like it's not bad. That's bad. Alright, we got us a knockdown. Also, I've also played Clawblade like I don't know how many hours. So it's like I don't know if they were trying to make the Clawblade, you know, more engaging, but I don't think this is the result they were looking for, because it's not really more engaging. If anything, it's just more button mashy. And you can still go to the air. Oh shit, I missed that. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I couldn't see what he was doing. Ugh. Okay, we might actually finish him right here. But it's just so spammy, dude. Like, look at this. It's so crazy. So I'm not saying that it's bad. It's just, I just wish they hadn't changed anything from before. What are you doing, bro? I feel like it's about time for him to do some shenanigans. Alright, do this little ground thingy. Second one. Here we go. There we go. How? How'd that hit me? Is that enough? It is. Alright. Yep. That is one Laharback down. Now, like I said, the weapon, it's just really weird to play right now, dude. Like, and if you don't play a whole lot like I do with the Clawblade, it is a pretty weird adjustment. And it's also just like I see what they were going for, but I just think the payoff, there's just way too much going into the actual, like the play style of the weapon. Let's hope for a pyroclastic. And as you can see there, you can still get decent times, but you really got to work for it, man. And with this build, I kind of stopped using things like Turbulent Fury and like some of those other skills, because you just weren't able to keep those things active long enough, you know, to actually get good damage off. So yeah, man, that is pretty much the brand new Clawblade in a nutshell. My final thoughts, man, it's not bad. It's not great. It's pretty middle of the road. I do think just one more really nice adjustment and it'll be right where I think they want it to be. But as of right now, I think it is a little bit too spammy, if that's even like a word. And I think it needs just one more tweak. Just give us more damage on the downward slash. Maybe nerf the damage on the normal attacks a little bit more, but just make the payoff a little bit more satisfying, man. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, man. Let me know how you guys are feeling the new Clawblade. Do you guys like it? Are you just gonna move on to like another weapon until this one gets some adjustments? But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that shenanigans down below, and I shall catch you guys next time, man. Peace.